The first obligation of any government is to protect the people against invasions, against tyranny from forces outside of the state that would come in, that would take over. We have participated in repelling tyrants, Hitlers, Mussolinis, Stalins throughout the 20th century, and of course before. For as long as there has been an American republic, it has fallen to our leadership, to our military, to protect the national security of the country and American interests abroad. And that really is the first obligation of government. It's not the only thing government can legitimately do, but it's probably the most important thing that government does. And that's why we need a strong defense. There's always a temptation when it's time to cut spending, as it usually is, because the government spends too much and does too much. It's always a temptation to cut the military. And while unnecessary spending, even in the military, is a bad thing, we should be very careful to make sure that our military is always the best equipped, best empowered military in the world. We're the world's sole superpower, and beyond that, and more importantly than that, we are the world's beacon of democracy, freedom, human rights, and human dignity. And therefore, we have to be militarily prepared. We have to be militarily strong so that we can protect those interests where they are endangered. We have a stake in the world. We cannot simply recede to our homeland behind the two oceans and not worry about what goes on in other places. That doesn't mean we're the world's policemen. It doesn't mean that it's always prudent to use our military force abroad. No one would claim that. But it does mean that we have to be prepared to protect our vital interests where necessary by force of arms whenever they are placed in jeopardy.